Hello and welcome to A Walk with Mal. Hope you guys are having a fabulous day. We're out here with Khemical Krypt. They're in the building. We're all about dope talent in Cape Town, South Africa. So cool to have you guys here on the show. For the people that don't know, just please give an introduction of who you are. And I know that you guys obviously are Khemical Krypt together, but how did you guys get into music individually?
We got into music, or I did, when it all began in church. Same old story.
We all have that story.
Like Beyonce and Whitney Houston, you know, church. Yeah, it all started when I was about 5 years old.
Wow.
And played the flute in the orchestra of the church.
I didn't know that about you, man.
You, that's hectic.
Yeah,
Learning new things.
That's the only thing that I can play though.
Really?
In church, yeah.
Oh, bring the flute out,
Yeah.
dude. What the hell?
My ukulele's at the back, don't worry.
So that's how you got into
That's
it.
how it started. Music. Then when I was reading all the notes on the scales, whatever, I began to understand like how music is created.
Wow.
And then from there, I started to compose small things slowly, and then eventually, well, long story short, Khemical Krypt was born like
Wow.
years later.
Oh, awesome. And what is your role in Khemical Krypt?
I'm the producer. I mostly make all the music and production when it comes to keys, bass line, synths, drum kits,
Wow.
guitar.
So
But it's
you're
all
the whole band.
Yeah.
It's basically it's a one-man band, yeah.
Wow.
And it's difficult to envision what a whole band is gonna do when
that's true,
when you one person. So yeah, it's quite a task, but
Yo, well done. And your side, just an introduction of who you are and obviously how you got into music.
Right. I'm Jack. I'm the vocalist of the band. Duo. Are we a band?
You are.
Are we a band? We can call ourselves a band.
Yourselves. I can also join if you want to.
Oh man, I didn't get into music through church.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I got into music because my mom raised me on like Queen and Tina Turner and Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Wow.
Musicals and cabaret and that kind of stuff. So I've always been into voices and sort of imitating voices, and that's how I started singing. Because like first it was I wanted to be Tina.
Yes, we all have our people.
Then I wanted. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, my dad made the epic mistake of introducing me to Britney Spears.
I was also Britney.
I was
But
Britney.
then when she went black, I was like, I'm done.
When she shaved her
Yeah,
head.
I was finished. I couldn't handle it.
No. And I wanted to be Cher for a while.
Okay. So you had a lot of inspirations.
Yeah, but then I like left the female persuasion voices, and I got into rap. I got into heavy gangster rap.
Wow, that's dope. You went through phases, eh?
Yeah. Oh, my dad was not happy with me. Eminem was my everything.
Ooh, yes.
I'm
Slim Shady, yes, I'm
Bruh.
the real Shady.
the obsession was so real.
I know. I think
Yeah.
we all went through that.
So then I started like rapping. And I wanted to rap like him and have that male voice.
Oh, wow. You what other level?
Yeah. Right? And through M, I discovered Marilyn Manson. Because I did that song together. And I was like, whoa, what's that? And I don't know. I grew up then wanting to be those guys.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. But it's dope to hear the stories, man. It's always fun to hear how people started. Always a lot. I started in church, spiritual dancing. you better know. And then it's always cool to hear different journeys, man. And then obviously, how did you guys find each other? Coming from church, coming from M&M, how did you guys find each other? And what is the meaning of the name Khemical Krypt?
Can I answer this question?
I see you already got it. Yeah, like you were like, I'm ready for this.
Oh man, we met through my aunt.
Wow.
And she's gonna hate me for calling her my aunt, but that's literally what she is. I don't care how young she is. And she was studying music engineering, and then she needed a voice for one of her tracks.
Okay.
And so I did it, and it was embarrassing. and I'm not gonna say what the song is or where you can find him, but no. And then Soaks did a remix of the song, and so I was over there at my aunt's place one night or afternoon or something, and he was playing Massive Attack, and I walked into the room and I was like, away.
I see you.
You know. And then we just started talking, and then we realized we both love Cradle.
Wow.
And then eventually he messaged me and he was like, I've got a few tracks if you want to put some vocals down. And then we sort of got it together that way. He came over, gave me the tracks, I worked on some lyrics, went over to his place.
Amazing.
You know, just back and forth type of stuff.
And it just happened.
Yeah.
And the meaning of the name. I would love to know that.
You can see.
Yeah, you can see it, guys.
I think we both have different meanings for this name, right?
Yeah. It's called Khemical Krypt, and it took me a long time to figure out what to call us based on our backgrounds and where we come from and what we want to do with the whole band. So basically, the chemical part of it is it's an alchemy. So
Science.
it's kind of science. It's
Levels. I didn't do this in school.
It's a different it's a different vibe of backgrounds or chemical equations trying to get to a certain point. So there are a lot of individual, I would say, avenues to get to one point.
Thank you for coming down to our level.
And then the crypt, the crypt is basically like a basement.
Okay.
A storage place where all your unwanted goods go.
Wow, that's
or
interesting.
your closet, or the skeletons in your closet.
Yes,
basically.
amazing. And why did you guys choose the genre metal and horror?
It didn't start off that way because the tracks that Carla and I worked on to begin with were more like housey,
Really?
and some dubstep. And
What?
That's the kind of stuff we were working on. I don't even know how it got to that point. Soaks eventually gave me a track because I mean when we got together and we were doing one kind of music but we were listening to a different kind of music.
Okay.
And I'll sort of, you know, when you into a certain genre for a certain time and then you sort of move on, but at that time both of our genres that we were into like sort of mixed, so we were listening to exactly the same bands, and then he gave me a track which was Superbia. Yeah, and I was like, dude, that sounds like that's so Manson-y. And then I was like, why don't we rather do this kind of stuff?
Wow.
Because we're both metalheads.
Wow.
So what are we doing?
What are we doing? Why are you not doing what you love?
I don't understand what's going on here.
That's amazing. And then
just,
obviously, what is the misconceptions for you when it comes to metal music?
A
few that you can mention.
Okay, so from an outsider's perspective, I think everybody looks at metal as if it's the same thing. It's so broad, you know.
Yeah.
Like you have genres, subgenres
in metal.
That even I'm like, whoa, I don't understand where that came from. But okay, so everybody will like look at a metalhead and think Slayer.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Really?
I'm sorry. It's just not my thing.
That's your
you
thing,
know?
yeah. I totally get you.
It's just not my thing, and I feel like in Cape Town, within the metal culture, there's a horrible thing that's happening right now.
Wow.
Where, like especially Cape Town, where metal bands are under a misconception.
Wow, that's hectic.
Yeah, it is pretty hectic.
If it's inside, you know,
It
you would
is
expect
inside.
it outside.
And
like
it's sort of just tumbleweeds. It messes everybody about because they're all like stuck in this disease of we need to try and be as brutal as possible.
And I get what you're saying.
And they're just trying to out brutal each other. And
It's like
at
a
the end,
battle.
you go to a gig and you're not hearing anything.
What?
You're just hearing noise.
That's hectic.
And I mean, I love my brutal genres. I really do. I love my melodic death and my black but like the artists that we listen to, that we not us, not as like the two of us aspire to be, but like these death metal bands aspire to be. There is a reason why those bands are where they are.
Okay.
And they did it in a way, and I feel like, especially vocalists in Cape Town, because they're trying to be so brutal.
Yeah.
I love growling. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful sound.
Yeah.
It's enticing.
Yeah.
Pronounce your words, man.
You need to know, for the crowd especially, for the people that's,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I need to know that, yeah, you can make those sounds, that's fine. Can you write lyrics though?
I get what, because that's the point at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I don't want to just feel like you're up there making noise.
I get what you're saying.
It's
Totally
pretty
makes
noise,
sense.
but it's not
It's
meaningful
so cool.
noise.
Yeah, it's so cool to understand. Like I'm getting a better understanding of metal. Like even just listening to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then obviously, what was your first show like? Your first show.
Awesome.
Our first show was at Buckley's in Edward Street.
Okay, lovely.
It was organized by the Metalists.
Organized by the Metalists.
Yeah.
And we were kind of coaxed
into
doing it, even though we never had a drummer.
Wow.
Or anything for that matter. We just had us. We had to quickly get a guitar.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so at the time, you know, being if you think about being in a band, you need to have a bassist, a guitarist, a drummer, a vocalist, and maybe a keyboardist on the side.
Hectic, eh?
And we never had those.
Yeah.
But we were told, like, you know, you guys are so different at this point in time that, you know, if you're gonna do it, you'll get noticed.
Wow.
Not as like a slingshot into fame or whatever, but you know, just to separate ourselves from the bands that were there already.
Yes, you had to.
At the time. So then, Buckley's was
amazing.
nerve-wracking. We were playing with this huge band, Devil Speak.
Wow. Heavy.
Yo, we played our first gig with Devil Speak and Bildenstorm. These are two melodic death metal bands.
Wow, that's hectic. And you guys are there.
Yeah, and we closed the night too, so we didn't even go on first.
That is amazing.
I was freaking out.
That's levels actually.
My stomach was turning it all day.
I can imagine.
The moment Devil Speak did their sound check,
Yeah.
and I heard them,
Oh, you should do sound
I was standing outside the window just looking in. I was like, how are we going to do this?
Why did we say yes?
Damn!
Awesome. So tell us, what was your biggest or your greatest show for you guys personally?
I wouldn't say we played any big shows, but
But for yourself, man, like.
I feel like the most important show that we
Yeah.
played was just recently Terminatrix birthday.
Okay, cool.
Birthday bash at Raw. It was a huge honor for them to ask us to open for them. It was a lot of fun.
Wow,
and
that's
they're
so cool.
amazing people. And I mean with Dawn as well, that played that
Wow.
night, and Devil Speak also played that night.
Wow.
All really
And you
really
grow
good
with
people.
each show you grow, man. You learn from each show that
Yeah.
you do. Awesome. And speaking about all of these shows that you guys have done, I actually want to check out what you guys have been up to and what you guys do. So please, viewers, don't go anywhere. Let's just check out who Khemical Krypt is and what it is that they do. And we'll be back right after that.
You've got that razor smile, barefoot like a peasant. Now stand up straight, face down, don't spit it out. I'm not your president. Oh, I'm no king, I'm a god. And just not the one you want. You wanted Jesus, so I gave you a gun. And I'm no preacher, but I'm telling you to get one.
That was awesome, people. Khemical Krypt out here on a walk with Mel, loving your work and loving what you guys are doing, you know, being the weird kids like you are saying. So please tell me, are you guys self-trained? And obviously, where do you draw and find inspiration when it comes to your music?
Yeah, I'm self-trained when it comes to the production of things. Although I did study sound engineering in 2006.
Okay.
but by the time I got to college, I already knew basically everything.
Wow.
It's just that just gave me like
Extra.
that notch to like boost all that levels a little
Love
bit,
it.
to the top. But in terms of being self-trained, I started off basically with trance music,
Wow.
and then I did some classical,
Yo, you went all angles.
and then I'd listen to the radio, and then I'd heard this one song. It was called what's it called? Satisfaction of Benny Benassi.
Oh yes. Oh. Satisfaction.
And then I would just listen to the riffs, and I would be like, I can make this.
What?
And then on the program that I was using at the time, I just listen by ear and repeat that on the system that I was using. And then slowly, I began to get inside of the actual building blocks of music itself, and I could see exactly what goes where and how to make whatever. And when I found that was like,
yes.
that was
That's patience.
it's
eh?
like having eyes into the matrix. You can just like see all that numbers.
I see you.
That numbers.
That's levels. Clearly, you are the one.
I'm the one. And then, and yeah, so when I did that, then I could basically emulate hip hop,
Oh
rap.
wow.
Drum and bass is one of my favorites. Drum and bass,
Stunning.
because it's the hardest thing to do. That and psychedelic trance. Those, if you listen to that kind of music, it's so intricate
Yes.
that if you listen to hip hop after that, it's like it's so basic and
I get what you're saying.
mundane. So there's no challenge in it.
But
really.
once you know that, also other people won't know. Don't even know
And
that.
then you become disconnected from society and friends, because now you're on a higher level of thinking.
Woo! Levels. Levels. Excuse me. I totally get you.
But in terms of inspiration, there's a bunch. There's classical music. There's Beethoven.
Wow.
It's Mozart. There's dubstep music, Skrillex. There's Massive Attack. It's 9 Inch Nails.
Wow.
Rob Zombie. It's a whole.
You're going from like different.
It's a whole sphere of everything, and from that, you take all the elements and then you make Khemical Krypt from.
Hey, this guy. Don't stop it. And your side, obviously, are you self-trained? You have given us a bit of an introduction. Obviously, self-trained,
Yeah.
and obviously inspiration. Where do you find?
I would definitely say self-trained. I tried vocal classes once when I was 18, and I probably went for 3 classes. And then I was like, nah, it's
I'm over
fine.
it, yeah.
I'm not going to stand here and sing Mandy Moore for you. It's not going to work. So I never went back. But
A walk not to remember.
But yeah, definitely self-trained. I mean, it started
Wow.
off with, like I said, pretty girly stuff, and then it got heavier. And then when Soaks and I got together, you can ask him, I was very frustrated because I knew what it had to sound like. Like in my head, like there was a certain tone or a certain aggression or masculinity that had to come in, and I couldn't bring it because...
Wow.
So I would get extremely frustrated. In fact, I'd even pull songs. I'd be like, Soaks, you're not doing this song anymore.
What?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that. I'm like, I'm not comfortable doing this song. We're not going to do it.
Wow.
Because I'm a perfectionist.
You want to do Aka? I wanted to say you wanted to
I'm
do
a perfectionist. It needs to sound the way I
Properly,
hear
yeah.
it in my head, right?
Wow.
There was a breakthrough though. Well, I don't know if it was late last year or early this year, where I discovered red wine. I discovered red wine and how, I don't know what it is about it. If I drink it, and it's not the whole being drunk thing,
I know
because
what
you
you
don't
mean.
drink enough
I know what
to
you
be
mean.
drunk. You
Yeah.
just, you have it, you wash your throat down with it, then all of a
Wow.
sudden you can do
It does
other
something
things.
to vocals. Wow,
You
that's
can do other things.
It's like levels. New level.
We've never once recorded a song without me drinking wine.
Wow.
It doesn't
It
happen.
just has an effect on your
Yeah,
vocals.
not just that, but I mean enough. Okay, we'll get to that when we talk
Yeah.
about the EP and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, I like to take it upon myself to really push my vocals to
I
the
get
point
what
where I
you're
might just injure myself.
Wow, that's levels. That's like going hard.
But luckily, like with vocal cords, you have a sore throat for 3 days and then you start from over, you know? But
This one is a risk taker. She's a risk
but
taker.
I cracked my voice for a long time.
Wow.
I did. I did it on purpose. It had to be done.
To grow.
Yeah, I sounded like a pubescent boy. You know, like when his voice is busy breaking.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I did that to
Because you
myself.
wanted to be Eminem. And let's talk about your first experimental EP. Just the last few questions. We're almost running out of time. Your first experimental EP, quickly.
The EP, the first one was kind of like a dip in the water to find out at the time what genres were peaking and where we'd fit in with our style. Because at the time we were still doing hip hop, we were doing alternative rock, not hip hop, sorry, we were doing house
and the dubstep vibes.
House, dance, and then we fused dubstep and metal together. And then from that EP we put it out, and then we wanted to see like what the feedback was of that. And when that happened, we got a few fans here and there, and then based on the EP, that's when I decided to go with the music video, which will play
at the end,
after the show. Industrial metal. And then when that one launched and it was a success, basically,
amazing.
that's when we decided, okay, metal is gonna be what you're doing, but because of the background that I do have, and I also like to do soundtrack music for movies. That's why it's horror-esque. So you have the metal and the horror fused together to create what we sound like. So there's always a kind of a story going along with what you are hearing. It's not just like,
I know what you mean. It's not just like, hey, here we are. I know what you mean. Amazing.
So, it's a product that we put out of, and that we hope to achieve to be in movies.
I love it.
In the future.
Love it. I love the idea and the vision. The 2 music videos that you guys have out. Can you tell us about that? You have mentioned the one,
I mean, I can talk about Superbia and you can talk about Absolution. Superbia, we shot that music video because a friend of mine, a friend I had for a long time, he really wanted to shoot a music video for us, and then he had this idea that he puts us in a very, very dark room, and we just work with like flashlights and so on. And I mean, we were like, it's chilled. We're very chilled. If you have an idea, fine, let's go. Let's run. Let's do this thing, you know. So we did it, and it was hot.
Wow, I didn't think it would be that hot.
It was a summer's day in Kells River, man.
What?
Inside an old garage, just dust everywhere. Plus, to make matters worse, this one had to spray our name on the inside on the wall.
What?
Right? And those fumes.
Oh my word. And you had to be in the room the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh my word, that's hectic.
Yeah, but it was fun though. It was fun. We were allowed to smoke in there.
So then you were like, I got this.
Like, I'm cool.
This is easy.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah.
Awesome. And then obviously, before we go into the last question, what's the vision and the mission for Khemical Krypt?
I'd say the mission or the vision is to enlighten people with the music that you're doing, because that's how we were, especially when it comes to Manson. If you listen to those lyrics, even though it sounds like it's not for you, there will always be something that is a part of the psyche that will affect you in a manner that would make you think.
Okay.
Because in today's music, there's no stimulation when it comes to being fed.
Yeah.
So we'd like to leave you with a lesson, with a consciousness of awareness that you know, when you have nothing to do, like music is a therapy tool where if you never had it and you didn't know about it, you'd be missing out.
Wow, that's the truth. Hey.
So even when you are bored, you'd listen to the same songs over and over again because you get that feel from it the whole time.
Yes, you're right.
So it's not just
deep,
music for fun, but it's an artwork, and we'd like to leave an impression on those that would appreciate, because it's not for everyone, but for those who can appreciate it.
Or anything from your side, vision and mission?
I do agree with what Carlos says, where we he does one part of the music and I do another part of the music. So when I when I, for example, sit and I write lyrics,
Yeah.
I think about different things than what he would when he's doing the music for it. And I don't know, there is a huge inspiration from Marilyn Manson that I've taken from Manson. Not in terms of style, but more in terms of goal.
Yeah.
And for me, I want people to listen to it and sort of, I wanted to tap into that like basic, basic human instinct. You know, because people forget that we're animals. So that's the kind of stuff that I write about. I write about the anti-hero stuff. I write about like what our urges are as animals. Not necessarily. There are some emotional songs, some feeling songs. Maybe something will happen that I'm like, ooh, okay, let me just get that down. But for the most part, it's basic instinct.
Wow.
It's
wow.
Kill, eat, breed. That, yeah.
The reality of life.
Yeah.
Awesome. But it's cool to hear different aspects, obviously, perspectives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean when it comes to vision of the band.
It just makes us broader than what we are.
And speaking about that, just please tell us where can people obviously get your music, and social media wise, where can people find you guys?
You can find us on Facebook at Khemical Krypt. We're also on Reverb Nation, on Audio Mac, SoundCloud. We also have a YouTube channel.
Awesome.
So there's a bunch of stuff on there, some random stuff.
Awesome. So you guys are all over the place.
All over the place.
So you can't miss Khemical Krypt. You're out here on a walk with Mel. It's so cool to meet new talent, man. And you guys are doing great things. Wishing you guys all of the best for the future, man.
Thank you.
Awesome
Thank
stuff.
you
That's
very
it from
much.
us here on a walk with Mel. Mel, your pal, and Khemical Krypt signing out.